Here at The Social, if you're talking about it, so are we.
The fact that we're talking about it, we're raising awareness. But this discussion is far from over.
We are never afraid to get personal.
I go commando all the time.
We have fun with food, fitness, and of course, fashion. And you never know when a celebrity's going to drop by.
Daniel Radcliffe!
Plus, your comments could end up driving the conversation.
It's tearing up right now on our Facebook page.
So join us, The Social.
Look what you're wearing today.
Live 5 days a week.
Welcome back to The Social. Our next guest is a sommelier of a different sort. Forget the wines of the world and think tea.
And here to teach us the art of brewing the perfect cuppa, certified tea sommelier, Sheena Brady is here. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
Sheena, what does it take to become a tea sommelier? I didn't even know that existed.
I get that a lot. You have to go through quite an extensive program. I personally took an 8-month journey with the Tea Association of Canada. And they teach you everything from industry standards, import-export regulations, how to blend the perfect tea, how to cook with tea, bake with tea, tea-infused cocktails, the history of tea, which obviously has been around for centuries, and how to respect the world of tea from every culture around the world as well.
Okay, sounds pretty complicated, and you're going to show us how to, how to brew the perfect cup of tea. I thought it would just be like some tea leaves and hot water and bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah, the world of tea can seem a little bit complicated, and the last thing I want to do is make it complicated, but there are a few simple steps that can really just enhance your overall tea experience. First and foremost, whether you're drinking tea or coffee, I'm super anal about this, but I believe in warming your cup. Warming your cup beforehand.
Before you drink.
Before you even start anything. If you're going to boil water anyway, you might as well boil a little bit extra, swish it around in your cup, and then dump the rest out in the sink. This way, you're retaining the temperature of your tea for a little while longer, and you can enjoy it a little while longer.
What if you want it cooler faster?
Well, if you like your cold tea, then absolutely. Then just, you can forget that step altogether, and you'll probably get the right temperature for you right away.
Because I've been known to put in an ice cube, and I guess that's not
really?
kosher, right?
Well, I'm
sure that's terrible.
That low Cassie tea.
No Cassie.
No,
Sorry.
it's all about preference at the end of the day, right? But I'm the opposite. I mean, I could drink the same cup of tea for like an hour and a half, right? So I like to keep it as warm.
Okay.
Yeah, so show us here. Take us through.
Absolutely. So we're going to steep for you the perfect cup of tea, and what I'm going to show you is black tea specifically. Now, another misconception is that you always boil your tea for every tea. Unfortunately, that's incorrect. With green tea, oolong tea, and white tea specifically, you want to make sure that it's actually under boiling in more of the 180 degree to 190 degree range.
Who knew that?
I had no idea.
No, and the reason why is because the leaves actually become a little bit bitter and astringent. And, some people say, oh, I don't like green tea because it's so bitter. Chances are you might not be brewing your cup of tea correctly. You might be burning the tea leaves and actually creating that.
So black tea, you're going to make that. So why don't you go ahead
so
and
black
start?
tea,
That one is boiled.
Yes, it's already boiled. It's ready to go. And as you can see, we have our loose leaf tea here. So this is a black blend that we have. And notice how there's really not that much. You want to put about 2 grams per cup. Tea is a luxury. You don't want to overuse it if you don't have to. So you just begin by putting it in your infuser.
How many teaspoons would that be?
So this is about 1 teaspoon.
Right.
Yeah.
That's it.
And that's it. So basically, it's not overfilling it, and it's not overfilling it because you want to leave enough room for the tea to actually expand in the infuser. So again, that's a common thing. People tend to overstuff.
I overstuff my infuser.
Yeah, people tend to overstuff, and again, you're not giving the tea leaves an opportunity to really enhance and grow in size and release their flavors.
So you're using an infuser. Is there a difference between a tea bag and infuser?
That's a great question. Yes, traditionally, I prefer to use the infusers just because, again, you're giving the tea more room to breathe and expand, whereas loose leaf tea, it's a little bit more of a different quality of grade. I like to compare tea to wine a lot, actually. With wine, you have your red grapes and you have your white grapes, and then from there you have tons of varietals. It's the same thing with tea. There's 5 different categories. They all come from the same tea plant. But with loose leaf tea, it's usually hand-picked, or machines are carefully going through the fields, taking out those leaves instead of just sending in machines and hacking stems and all that. And sometimes you'll find that in tea bags.
Okay.
So that's why I like to go with the tea infusers.
Okay. So there's also, you can go ahead.
You sure? Absolutely.
I'll watch you do this. But you've also mentioned that there's health benefits to certain teas. So you're going to prescribe some for us now.
Absolutely.
I'm a coffee drinker, but I wouldn't mind switching my afternoon coffee to a tea. So what would you recommend as a pick-me-up?
Absolutely. I actually get asked this question a lot. The thing about caffeine, unfortunately, once you reach for that second or third or even fourth or fifth cup of coffee, depending on how guilty you are, you're setting yourself up for the inevitable, which is a crash, right? And sometimes the jitters, and sometimes, you know, your stomach's not feeling all right. So black tea is a fantastic alternative. And for you specifically, we've actually blended this tea, and it's basically black tea laced with lavender, rose petals, and hints of dark chocolate.
That's what I'm smelling. I love
It's
lavender.
such a decadent indulgence. It's really a beautiful blend, and I've actually added just a hint of sweetener and milk. If you'd like to try it, please be my guest.
Okay.
Yeah. And you'll see there's a little bit of hint of creaminess to it, just like you would a coffee. So you're getting that
beautiful
indulgence that you get from coffee, but you're getting more health benefits from it, and you're getting a clean focus. It's great for your cardiovascular health as well. So
it's so lovely.
We've been smelling that. It's a delicious smell.
It's addictive.
Sheena, the holidays are coming, and you know we have a tendency to overindulge in food and drink. So do you have a good detox tea that we can prescribe for after the holidays, or even after you've indulged one night, just the next day you have a little detox tea and start again?
'Tis the season, right? That tends to be a consequence of the holiday season, right? So this is a great little pick-me-up. This is our Teatox blend, basically, and it's a combination of licorice root, senna leaf, and East African green tea.
Ooh, and senna leaf is good for getting everything moving.
Everything moving, nice and smooth.
Notice she looked at me. Sheena looked right at the
I
plate.
did.
I know that healthy bowel movements are very important to you.
They are.
I love that your reputation around this precedes you. Everybody knows.
Yes, the poo man repeller.
So this tea will do exactly that. It'll detox your system, get things moving smoothly, so you can continue the holiday season and just kind of use this maybe once or twice throughout your day to start fresh.
And this is one of those ones that you wouldn't recommend adding any milk or cream to?
No, just
put
on
anything in
its
my
own.
tea,
Yeah, just
except
straight.
cinnamon sometimes.
What do you think of it?
It's really good.
Good. Yeah, there's a little hint of citrus, and there was some lemongrass, so it complements the green tea very well. So we try hard to get different flavors paired together. Again, as a tea sommelier, we like to have unique flavors blended together.
Well, while the ladies are enjoying over there, I'm going to steal you over here, Sheena, because I do like to work out, and I would love something that maybe complements my exercise routine a little bit.
Yes.
So what can you recommend?
We picked up this special blend to complement your JLo-inspired bod.
Oh, well, thanks for that.
So
You are watching the show, Sheena.
So this is our traditional blend of yerba mate. Now, this is a very popular beverage of South Americans, specifically in Brazil and Argentina. Now, this is what I like to call the super freak of teas. It's
The what?
The super freak.
Oh, just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. How
Wow, it does smell good. So keep going.
Yeah, so what's wonderful about this tea is, shockingly, it has 90% more antioxidants than green tea.
This is
huge.
delicious.
So what we love about this blend specifically is it's wonderful in speeding your metabolism, right, which is great for burning calories faster. It also sustains your hunger. So when you're craving that midday snack around 2, 3 o'clock, you have this, and you're not necessarily skipping out on food because you're getting a lot of minerals and antioxidants, amino acids, and vitamins.
Okay, so you mentioned this earlier. In my case, do you have a tea that helps with bloating and digestion?
Yes, we certainly have a tea for that. Again, to continue to get things running smoothly. This is a beautiful blend, this pink tea here, that we have a combination of licorice, honey, and fruit, and herbs. And the herbs specifically that we feature in this are fennel. And fennel has been known as a great digestif, like the Italians love their grappas after their dinner. This is very similar, but in the form of a tea. And basically, it'll help everything kind of digest more smooth. It's very fragrant. Yeah, it's a very seductive aroma.
You can drink it and then dab a little on your neck.
Oh, it's beautiful. They should make a perfume out of that.
Smells so nice for what it causes.
And the, and the best part is it reduces your bloating, and it kind of helps you digest your dinner. But then it's also kind of getting you into relax mode for the rest of the evening too, and just
So
help
would you
wind
recommend
down.
that also as like a premenstrual? We're talking
Absolutely,
fun too, right?
absolutely,
Okay.
of course, yeah, to help relieve any stomach issues in general, right? So cramps or tummy ache, it's a wonderful tea for that.
Well, Sheena, thanks for being a great tea teacher.
That's a pleasure. Thank you.
We're going to have all of these tips up on the website, how to brew the perfect cup of tea. We'll be right back. Cheers, everybody.